they need to do away with the social construct. Scrap obesity and BMI altogether and start again.
This is a very specific form of evil. And the reason why I say that is because if you are a doctor and you are promoting obesity, obviously she is, because Fat Doc UK, yes, being obese and having tons of extra human on you is not healthy. She is not healthy. You do not want to take health advice from someone who is sick. You do not want to do that. I think this person should lose its license. I don't even know what it is. Should lose her license. As I say, her license. Should not be a doctor. This is fucking criminal in itself. So let's watch this video and you'll see what I mean. You do not want to take advice. Look, would you want to take nutrition advice from someone who's morbidly obese? No. Would you want to take health advice from someone who's sick? No. This chick is a train wreck.
Someone asked me earlier on today.
Jesus Christ. Okay, first off, can we get the angle a little bit better? Can you not do like a triple chin shot? Holy Christ.
So someone asked me earlier on today on Twitter what I thought about obesity. That sounds like quite a general question, but they were asking whether I thought there was anything we can do about it or whether we just have to accept that it is what it is and there's nothing we can do about it.
And the bottom bar of the screen is cutting off like, there's no separation. And there's no separation between like her chin and her neck. It's just like, it looks like just skin, like she's wearing a bodysuit. So, you know, let me just see if I can move the bottom bar just for a second. Let's see if we can remove that. You can see it's like, okay, there's a lot down there. Maybe I'll remove this just for now. All right, I'll move the bottom bar for now. Let's go back and
full frame. Someone asked me earlier on today on Twitter what I thought about obesity. That sounds like quite a general question, but they were asking whether I thought there was anything we can do about it or whether we just have to accept that it is what it is and there's nothing we can do about it.
Obviously, before she even goes into this ridiculously long, unnecessarily long tirade, obviously there's something we can do about it. Obviously, millions of people do something about it. Obviously, like she doesn't wash her hair. I don't know what she does. I don't know what she does do besides spew bullshit. This is embarrassing and it's really nauseating. And the fact that she is a medically licensed doctor goes to show what the fuck are they teaching in medical school? What are they allowing? Like, just because you passed medical school doesn't mean you get to leave and then just spout any kind of nonsense and put the doctor after your name. You know, I'm a doctor. Doesn't mean you know what the fuck you're talking about. Few doctors actually do, unfortunately. And I fucking said it. But Papa Soul, you're not a doctor. How dare you say that? I say it. Emergency medicine is great. A lot of medicine is fantastic. But in terms of health, no, it's not health care. It's sick care. When you're sick, they can take care of you. You need to do the complete opposite of most of the fucking things that a doctor would be educated on telling you to do. You don't want to be in a doctor's office all the time. Okay. They know how to help you maybe from like emergency issues to get better once you're sick, maybe sick management to keep you alive and keep your heart beating on 15 fucking medications that all take care of the side effects from the previous medication. I take this for my blood pressure, but then I have the shits. So I take this for my shits and then, oh my God, and then I gain weight. So I take this for the weight gain, but then I have migraines. So I take this for my migraines because that gave me, you know, blah, blah. But then that gave me a skin rash. So I put this cream on my skin for the rash. That's all it is. That's all it is.
So here was my response in a nutshell. I do not believe that obesity is a medical condition. The term obesity literally means to be fat.
And her skin is bright red. It's always red. She has rosacea. It's like, this is so unhealthy. She's so unhealthy.
And I think it's really important to understand the timeline of the medicalization of fatness, because we didn't always think it was a bad thing. This is a relatively recent issue. It started in the US and is based solely on society's hatred and fear of black people.
What the fuck is that?
That caught me off guard. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? The fuck? I'm sorry, what? So obesity is only because of black people? Whoa, what a, wait a, as the Brits would say, wait a tick. A newt? A witch, a witch, a witch.
I fart in your general direction.
Jesus Christ, that got out of hand fast. I almost missed that one. Let's repeat that again. God damn it, this chick is such a fucking idiot. What?
And the timeline of the medicalization of fatness, because we didn't always think it was a bad thing. This is a
people are still saying that COVID came from a fucking bat, fam. That it didn't leak from a lab. There is stuff that we're not like actually agreeing on about COVID in 2021 right now. So you're going to say like, we didn't always think it was a bad thing. And yeah, people thought the earth was fucking flat. Jolly good show. We didn't always have seatbelts in cars. Jolly good show. People used to what? Put lead in paint. You moron. Yeah, you learn new things. Oh my God, I shouldn't be sucking down all these vegetable oils. Oh, you mean morbid obesity is bad for you? Holy shit, we should stop that. You're mean to fat people. You're a lazy fuck that doesn't want to change. And you're blaming on everyone else, and it's pathetic. It's really disgusting. And I know you would murder people that were thin if you probably could. Yeah, you're the type of person because you're so compassionate and so loving that you would just do anything for the greater good, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
relatively recent issue. It started in the US and is based solely on society's hatred and fear of black people.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
So obesity is just about the fear and hatred of black people. No. How about that? No. Is there an argument necessary for that? It's just no.
If you haven't read it already, then Fearing the Black Body, The Racial Origins of Fat Phobia by Sabrina Strings is a great book to read.
Don't read that book. The black body. Oh my God. You know, there were fat people that were like pharaohs. And, you know, back in like ancient Egypt, because they were sucking down seed oils and something and stuff that were only available to like the elite. Okay.
It explains why fat oppression is deeply rooted in racism. So what happened?
Of course it is. I know I keep on pausing this, but you realize this is what intersectionality is. This is intersectionality at its finest, aka its worst. Okay. That's why obesity and fat phobia is deeply rooted in racism, because if you can make an absolute fucking pretzel of all this shit, you can just claim victim status. Coming from this white fat chick, oh, it's all rooted in racism. You're such a good woman. You're such a good person. You got those fucking eyes.
You know the thing about a shark? He's got
Get the fuck out of here.
lifeless eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Fam, this is what a racist looks like. This is literally what kids are being taught in schools. This is what intersectionality is, right? The more victimized you are. If you're fat and black, oh my God, then you're really oppressed. And if you're in a wheelchair, oh my God, what if you're fat, you're black, and you're in a wheelchair, and you're trans? Oh my God, you should be president.
Was we as a society decided that fat was bad or abnormal. And in order to categorize people into normal and abnormal, fat and thin, bad and good, we came up with the modern day BMI. The BMI is simply a measure of the ratio of your height and your weight. That's it. That's all it is. But what happened is that over the next 40, 50 years, we began to use the BMI to categorize people into abnormal and normal. The irony is that many studies nowadays show that having a BMI between 25 and 30 is actually the healthiest in terms of life expectancy and in terms of morbidity.
Fuck!
So it turns out that abnormal is actually normal, but we didn't know that way back when we were making these decisions. So over the last 50, 60 years, we have found that all sorts of conditions are associated with a higher BMI. But we've never been able to prove that a high BMI causes any of these conditions. Look, it's really important to understand that obesity is not a medical condition. It's a social construct, just like race, just like gender. And the thing is that society uses these constructs to oppress people. White people oppress black people. Cisgender people oppress transgender and non-binary people. Thin people oppress fat people. Now, I'm not for 1 second suggesting that the fat experience is the same as the black experience or the same as the trans experience, because of course it's not. But obesity is a social construct, not a medical condition. So if you ask me if I think there is a solution to the obesity crisis, the answer is yes. We simply need to do away with the social construct. Scrap obesity and BMI altogether and start again.
Oh.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Any of you obese out there, look at yourself and realize that your obesity is just a social construct. It's not more taxing on your heart. Doesn't make it harder for you to get in and out of a car. It doesn't make you out of breath to walk up a flight of stairs. It's a social construct. It's make-believe. Yo, I had no idea that was coming. I thought it was just her standard stupidity. That I think this is literally, this might be the most absurd, this might be the most ridiculous post we've ever shared on this show. Seriously, of everything, I think this entire video might be the worst. I don't even want to say evil, off base. This is absolutely the most brain numbing shit I have ever fucking heard in my life. I did not expect that. That caught me by surprise. If you haven't noticed, I don't watch these first. Like that's part of the show. That's part of the fun. We look at this stuff together. I don't look at these. That's why I fucking lose my shit, because I do my best to not look at any of this. I see the title in the folder and I see the thumbnail or like the beginning and I know kind of who it is. If it's this fucking gunch, I don't look at these. This is ridiculous. This might be the number one. All right, let's talk about the social construct. I have to. Let's leave this chick's face. Let's see if we get a good screenshot. Yeah. Who told you can eat my cookies? Yeah. Let's see if we can get the least. Let's get the least flattering, because she put us through that shit. Let's get the least flattering screenshot. All right, let's leave that there. I'll leave that there. Derp. Let's get full derp. All right, I'll leave this on the screen because she deserves it. Let's see. Eric Dean, what up, E? Obesity may not be a medical condition, but a self-destruction that causes medical conditions? Yeah, what's the difference, right? Who cares, right? Who gives a shit? What's the difference there? For real. Let's bring this bottom bar back up. There we go. All right. Holly, I'm beginning to think she's not actually a doctor, just a troll who knows what sells, spews for more views and social media money. Maybe. Amy, I'm not saying she's the devil. I'm just saying Fat Doctor plays for his team. Oh, Oh my God. Dear sweet Jesus from Christopher. Well said. Aaron, it's too early in the morning for this shit, Papa. I don't disagree. Let's see what else. Aaron, I used to be 270 pounds of obesity and I hated everything about me. Sounds like she had a lot in common with the old you. I'm just me writes, I am obese and nothing she's saying is true. Rebecca, I used to be obese and it was from eating crap all day. You see, we have a lot of people watching the show and you might think, oh my God, everyone that watches the Daily Swole must be like ripped with six packs. No. And understand that if you are obese or you're overweight or you're fat, you're welcome here. I don't hate fat people or obese people. I'm here to help. What I don't have any fucking patience for is this bullshit, are the lies and the deception. A lot of it's a state of mind, okay? You might be physically fat, fine. You weren't educated properly. Your parents raised you. You had bad habits. No one in society is telling you this shit everywhere. I fucking get it. Luckily, unfortunately for me, I navigated early in my life and I avoided a lot of those pitfalls. Okay? But trust me, no one teaches you how to be healthy. No one teaches you how to train properly, especially 20 or 30 years ago when I started, like in the late 90s. Okay? No one did. No one did. It was hard. Internet was new. Okay? You're welcome here. You're welcome here. Just don't be a fucking idiot. Okay? Take some responsibility. Yeah, it's your fault. You did it. But guess what? That's powerful. Because if it's your fault, it's your responsibility. You have the ability. If you don't claim fault, if you just kind of outsource it, then guess what? You don't have the power to change. You have to take that power back. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that concept before. If it's your responsibility and it's your fault, then guess what? You can undo it. You can change, and you have to.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown. You are the king in the apology.